Alright, so as you should be aware, a Squid Game collaboration is coming to Fortnite on June 27th. So just a few days away. It's going to be a brand new reload map. So we already had a few teasers about it, and I did a full breakdown of all the leaks and things like that yesterday. However, today we got a little more information, including another teaser trailer. So first of all, I just wanted to mention I finally finished Season 2. So I just binge watched all of Squid Game, and it's amazing. I mean, I was instantly hooked after the first episode, but I can't believe I watched all Season 1 and all Season 2 in just a few days. So I actually thought there were more episodes in Season 2. I watched the last episode, which was number 7, and I was expecting the next one to pop up and nothing happened. I'm thinking, what the heck's going on? And that was it. But luckily, on June 27th, Season 3 comes out as well. So I just have everything in my mind. It's all ready for the next season. I can't wait. I would love to talk about Squid Game, but I don't want to ruin anything or spoil anything for anybody. But if you have seen Season 2, no spoilers here, but what the heck was the point of the little girl that was sick at the beginning? So one of the players in the game is the dad of the girl, and there was a lot of backstory shown about the little sick girl and about the dad, who, like I said, is a player, and then one of the workers that's actually a soldier for the Squid Game itself. If you've seen all the episodes in Season 2, you know exactly what happens, so it just seems pointless that they even did all that. Unless something happens in Season 3 that I'm not expecting. I don't know. I just don't know why they drew so much attention to it, and then the player actually had so little screen time. It was just weird. At least every other time, like in Season 1 when they gave backstory, the character was a prominent character, kind of related to them. But the dad of the sick girl is like, who is he? Why is he there? He doesn't, I don't know, it was just weird. Maybe they'll wrap things up in Season 3 with that storyline, but I was just confused in general for that. Okay, so first of all, before we see the teaser, the official Fortnite status Twitter account just tweeted this. They said, time to lock in. Ranked reload ranks will reset on June 27th with the release of Squid Grounds. Climb your way out if you can. So I've been waiting patiently for this to reset. As you can see, I am currently Unreal rank in Reload, 0 build. So I thought it would reset a lot sooner than this, but we have to wait until June 27th, which again is just a few days away. But for all those asking when it's going to reset, it coincides with the release of the Squid Grounds Reload map. Okay, now let's take a look at the teaser trailer. So this is from the official Fortnite account. They said, take note from this supervisor, play Reload. Squid Game in Fortnite, June 27th. So here you go. We'll watch it real quick and then I'll just go over it. So I thought this was pretty cool. These are the managers, but the square is not as big as it is in the Squid Game itself. It takes up the whole mask, and they've got teeny tiny ones for some reason. But in the show, there's 3 different types. There's the squares, the circles, and the triangles. They all have different roles, and they almost sit at these arcade-like machines, and they monitor everything, and that's one of the purposes of these guys. So they did a good job of representing that. They're obviously wearing the Squid Game uniforms as well, and you see this guy clicking a bunch of buttons, almost like he's playing a game, and that's exactly what the buttons look like in the show as well. So I was trying to figure out what they were doing here, and then lo and behold, they showed the screen, and look what he's playing. He's playing Fortnite. So let's pause it real quick. What can we see here? Looks like he's playing Reload. He's at Slurpy Swamp, and I can't make out the name. Something Umbrella? Let me see if anyone deduced what the names are. Okay, so in this image I can see him. It looks like Sentence Umbrella and T-Beans 72. So there is a lot of references to umbrellas in Season 1, but I don't think this name actually represents anything about that. These look like randomly generated names, to be honest. Well, anyway, somehow using these god-awful controls, this guy randomly decides to get a victory royale playing Fortnite on the job during the Squid Game. Somehow he lasers this guy. I think that's the new SMG. That's the one the guards actually carry in the show as well. Him and his duo partner. We don't see who he's actually playing with, but he celebrates in his chair, and then he gets right back to work because he realizes he made a ruckus, and that guy turns and looks at him like, bro, do you remember the rules? It's funny because they give that look a few times during season 1, if you remember a certain someone in one of the suits. And then it shows a screenshot here with the Reload Squid Ground. Pretty cool. I can't wait for this. After having watched the show, like I said, I'm ready to pick out all the tidbits and teasers and Easter eggs from the actual map. So I'm going to go into a custom game and we're going to find all the Easter eggs. I can't wait. So Squid Game, now one of my favorite shows I've ever watched, and it wasn't even in English. That makes it even cooler. So there you go. We're just a few days out from this new Reload map as well as the rank reset, and they are really hyping this up. They went all out. I'm actually surprised they didn't send anything to content creators. I would have loved a Squid Game package. Regardless, just a few days away from Fortnite and Squid Game. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Like is always appreciated, and don't forget to use my Support-A-Creator code, which is tabortime.